NOS 12 shootout, Cinemag versus stock.
You're listening to The Dangerous Mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. No excuses, no BS, no pants.
So viewer and former #1 pick of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Bill Benet, must have really liked what he had heard on the Soyuz emulation video, because he went and picked up a NOS 12. How cool is that? And he said he got the one with the Cinemag because there was a $30 online coupon, which I didn't even know about. How crazy is that? So I wanted to show you the difference between the NOS 12 with the Cinemag and the regular NOS 12. So the NOS 12, the regular one, has the stock transformer, the one that comes, with the Apex 460 when you buy it. And as I mentioned before, Brian Fox of Fox Audio rated this transformer as good. It's very flat. It's very vanilla. It's not the most inspiring choice in the world, but it doesn't suck. It's pretty decent. But a Cinemag, well, that's totally on a different level. So the Cinemags are made in Simi Valley, California, at Dave Guerin's factory. And they are custom made for specific microphones. There are many different Cinemag transformers. This happens to be the CM13114. Which is the model that they make for a C12 style microphone. And so the difference between the stock transformer and the Cinemag, well, I think you can hear it right away. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to record a couple of things real quick. Just do a quick A/B. So right now, lease a new Ford for just $319 a month. Right now, lease a new Ford for just $319 a month. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing to me? Oh my goodness, what are you doing to me?
La la la. La la la. So, here, you know what else I'm going to do? Here, let me do this. Let me record something, and then I'm going to add emulation to both tracks. So, here we go. Casey. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. All right, we'll get back to Casey in a second, but I just wanted to show you what I have set up here. I have it going through, I have both microphones going through a Neve 88RS. And so I have them both EQ'd. So this is the Cinemag, and this is the stock. So I tried to get them EQ'd, relatively closely to each other. And let's turn the EQ off. So this is the stock without the EQ. And this is the Cinemag without the EQ. All right, so Cinemag with the EQ and stock with the EQ. So, all right, let's go back to Casey. Let's go back to Casey real quick. All right, so what we have here is, hold on, gotta turn this up so that you can hear it. Okay, so this is the Cinemag. And this is the stock over here. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. Okay, so let's add the same, hold on. Let's add the same amount of modeling. Here, we'll just do a couple mics here. You know what I like? I like U47 too. So here, let's do about 60% on that. Apply, close, all right. So here are both parts with the modeling. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same, A sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. Okay, so let's add a different model real quick. I'm just going to do a couple. So here, what would be fun? All right, how about, why don't we go with the Soyuz. All right, so, okay. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day. The score stood 4-2 with but 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. So what do you think? I absolutely think the Cinemag version sounds a little bit better. So, not that the stock version is any slouch, but I think overall, I like the Cinemag better. But what do you think? And hey, big congratulations to Bill Benet, man. That's pretty cool. Bill, you gotta let us know what you think of your NOS 12 with the Cinemag. That's pretty neat. So anyway, leave a comment. Until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.